Welcome to Hindsight, the new video series from the crew that brings you the Race and Wealth podcast. I'm Dyalekt, this is Dedrick, and if you know about us, you know we like to talk about race and wealth, but this is going to be with a mix of a little bit of pop culture-y stuff. And hey, Dedrick, why are we doing this? Why are you doing this?
Well, I'm doing this, as you mentioned before, we have the podcast Race and Wealth, and we talk with experts and community activists about racial economic inequality. But the way most people understand race and economics is not through kind of day-to-day work or through academic studies. It's through through their own lens, how they see their lives. And oftentimes so much of how we see our lives is reflected in pop culture, in the music we listen to, the television, the videos. So I thought it would be helpful to bridge those two things a bit about how racial wealth divide, racial economic inequality relate to what's happening in pop culture, and how actually pop culture distorts the reality that makes us, I think, more comfortable in living in a society that is marked by the racial wealth divide.
Word. That makes sense. My thing is, I think metaphor is the only thing that exists. Metaphor is the only thing that convinces anybody to do anything. Dr. King said, I have a dream. Other folks said that the Jews are rats. Everybody does their thing and says that to make folks do what they want to do. And art has the ability to change folks' minds. Art has the ability to make people see and make connections and to be able to relate to folks that they didn't think they could relate to. And sometimes it gets used and abused for the racial wealth divide to grow, for people's own economic gain. And I think if we can take that, then we can flip that. Now, how about you? Why should you care? Well, because one, it ain't about you. And two, it is about you. Every time, whether you think that it affects your life, it certainly does. It's going to affect you, it's going to affect your children's life, and it's going to affect the way that you think about both race and wealth and race and wealth together. So if you care about your life, and if you care about the lives of those behind you, beside you, and ahead of you, you better get some hindsight.